Good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 14th, Bastille Day for the French. And it's Easter again. So we're looking at the resurrection of Jesus in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 16. So July 14, chapter 16. And this is the last chapter of the Gospel of Mark. It's a short book. It goes fast. There's a lot of action and activity, and I for one will miss it. So let's get right into it. The Sabbath was over, so they were at leisure to go to the tomb to anoint the body. That's what they hadn't been able to do when they witnessed him sealed in the tomb, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James and Joseph. And so they went to the tomb, and this time they brought Salome with them again, and spices as well. Very first day of the week, when the sun had risen, they went to the tomb, and they'd been saying, how are we going to open the tomb? It's got a big seal on it. But then they discovered that the tomb was already open. And the young man dressed in white told them not to be afraid. I'm sure this is an angel or some type of messenger, which is what angel means, from God. Do not be alarmed. You're looking for Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He's been raised. He is not here. He is not here. And I love that. And then the angel instructs him, go tell his disciples and Peter that he's going ahead of you in Galilee. So they went out and they fled for terror and amazement, and they told no one. And that's the end of verse 8, and that's really how the chapter ends. It ends that way. There is a shorter added on ending. Most scholars believe, though, that verse 8, they told no one, is how the original gospel ended. And so the shorter ending just has them telling all that they were commanded. It's one short verse. And then the longer ending of Mark has Jesus appearing to Mary Magdalene and also to two of the disciples. And then Jesus gives the disciples gathered the commission, the Great Commission. Go into all the world, proclaiming the good news to the whole creation. And after he does that, he tells them all these miraculous things that they'll do. And then there's the ascension. There's an ascension scene where after he'd spoken this, he was taken up into heaven and then sat down at the right hand of God. We know that from our creeds. That's a familiar language. And then they went out and proclaimed the good news everywhere, while the Lord worked with them and confirmed the message by the signs that accompanied it. So there were other miraculous things that they could do, and that's how that went down. But think about it in this terms. They went out and fled from the tomb for terror and amazement, for they were scared and they told no one. Could you imagine? But somehow the word got out anyway. Have a blessed day.